If you've never been to a local Pokemon League, you've come to the right video, and if you have been before, hopefully you can learn something new today as we go to Game Grove for their local Pokemon League. Sit back, relax, and enjoy some B-roll footage coming at you right about now. So, Moore, how easy is it to sign up and get to play the Pokemon League?
It's about 10 minutes plus a Wi-Fi connection.
And if they already have a player ID?
Then about 2 minutes, and that's mostly me fighting with my laptop. First off, hi, hello, it's lovely to see each and every one of you. Due to time constraints and a bit of limited play space, Pokemon will be reserved to this, that, and those tables. Please don't sit anywhere else if you're playing Pokemon. I do apologize.
Let's go ahead and get started today as we get ready for round number 1, baby. First thing you want to do is sit down across your opponent. If you don't know your opponent, don't be afraid to ask any of the typical locals or even the staff at the store. They'll be happy to point you in the right direction. Some stores will use table numbers, and that will be very helpful. So once you get shuffled up, you're going to ask your opponent if they want to tap or cut your deck. Tapping it means that you are okay with how your opponent shuffled, and if you choose to cut the deck, this is a good habit to get into as it is effective against some stacking methods. Now once you decide who goes first or second with a coin flip, and yes, we do use dice in Pokemon to flip our coins, heads is an even number and tails are odd numbers. You will go ahead and lay out your basic Pokemon if you have one. If you don't, that is called a mulligan. So here my opponent Zach has a mulligan, and that means they have to shuffle their hand back into their deck to get ready to draw a new 7-card hand to begin the game. Now you're okay to go ahead and get set up if you don't have a mulligan, because this means before the game officially starts, you're allowed to draw an extra card for each of your opponent's mulligans. So Zach here is putting out 7 new cards. Let's see if he gets a basic. I don't believe he does. So this means I get to draw 2 mulligans to begin my game. So Zach will go ahead and shuffle his hand back into his deck, and we wait again. Now you can feel free to take as many mulligans as your opponent gives you, but in testing it is probably the best practice to not take many mulligans, because you want to practice against optimal setups and such. And mulligans, they do happen, but they don't happen very often, especially for certain decks. Now, other decks will mulligan more often than others, but that's okay. Still, I would recommend in testing not to take mulligans here, because this is a competitive game, and even though Zach is a friend, I opt to just take one of my mulligans where I could have taken 2 before the game gets set up. Now, the reason for this is just because Zach is a friend, and I don't want to go too crazy. I know my deck I'm playing, and I know the deck he's playing. I feel very confident in this matchup. So let's go ahead, flip over our basic Pokemon, reveal them, and once all the prize cards are out here, Zach did forget his, we are good to begin the game. Round 1 has truly begun at this point. Rounds will typically take between 30 to 40 minutes, and this is mostly because of the +3 turns at the end of time for Pokemon. Typically stores allot 30 minutes per round though, and my game against Zach finished rather early, so it gave me an opportunity to browse some merchandise, and my eyes were popping out of my head when I saw this Umbreon here. I've got to get that eventually. Celia, who did you play against?
Who did I play against?
Well, what did you play against?
Raging Bolt Ogerpon.
And what were you playing?
Roaring Mini-X.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
That didn't sound like it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
No, you aren't.
Are you extra positive?
Am I extra positive?
Yeah, that you had fun?
Yes.
Do I just wait until we talk?
Are you gonna stall for 22 minutes?
Stall for 22 minutes.
You're not gonna stall for 22 minutes.
I actually don't know what to do. It's just been pointed at Celia. Thank you.
I'd be scared if you could stall. That would scare me more than just a one.
As always, thanks for watching, guys. I really enjoyed making this video with the kids I coach and the local community at Game Grove. If you don't mind, be sure to like and subscribe. Till next time, bye guys.